Morning. Hope you're doing well today on this Black Friday, or as Trevor Noah likes to call it, just Friday, regular Friday. But yeah, we're just doing some movie reviews this morning because we were up last night doing it's my day off today, so we were up late last night watching some Colin Firth movies from Fever Pitch from 1997, if anybody remembers that movie, where I learned that football I can't say it, hooliganism is like a whole thing, and also they really like scarves over there. It's a good movie. It was kind of slow, but Keith was complaining that like the plot, there wasn't much of a plot. So, and yeah, they kind of wrapped it up in like a very unsatisfactory way. Um, I don't want to give any spoilers or anything, but like, he was just like, what the heck? Like, nobody learned anything really uh, from this entire movie that we just watched. Like, nobody really grew that much. Nobody achieved anything, but I don't know. It was an interesting movie to watch. 1997, based in like different time periods, like the 60s through the 70s, a little bit of the 80s. So it was interesting to look at all the Lady Diana outfits and Colin Firth as well. And then we watched the latest Bridget Jones movie. So what was that called? Bridget Jones. I think it was called Mad Boy. The dye job was brutal. Yeah. Mad About the Boy, I believe it was called. Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy. And so yeah, 2025, Bridget Jones still going strong. It was an homage to the first movie. Um, Sorry, I'm getting texts, so I'm like, who's texting me? Um, it was an homage to the first movie, definitely shot for shot, Bridget Jones' Diary. Um, Nostalgic, kind of fun. The actual plot, barefoot, barefoot. So, um, yeah, it was a fun movie though. And Keith was just like, "Oh my God, there's Colin Firth again." And I'm like, "Yeah, Colin Firth is in this movie. We're doing like a full Colin Firth evening." So, um, an accidental Colin Firth evening. But I really did enjoy the first Bridget Jones movie. Good morning, Adam. Good morning. The early aughts were an interesting time. I did enjoy the first Bridget Jones movie. It was funny, um, irreverent, British. Hugh Grant was ridiculous. Yeah, it was a good movie. Although the fact that they were insisting that Renee Zellweger was fat was egregious back in the day. What's my favorite movie? That's tough. That's tough. That's a tough question because there's so many amazing movies out there. I mean, we just watched Atomic Blonde a couple days ago. I wouldn't say that's my favorite movie, but I really do enjoy a rewatch. Such good camera moves. The lighting is exceptional in that one. It's a fun watch. It's a fun the decoration, the art direction, the set deck, all of that is exceptional, and the costuming, amazing. So, um, what is my favorite movie? I really like Fight Club. Fight Club was good. That was a good movie. The Matrix was fun. Oh, Vladimir, hello. Hello. He has a question. Vladimir has a question. Um, Still thinking about what my favorite movie is. You know, I really enjoy movies as a whole. If you have to watch one movie for the rest of your life, what would it be? Vladimir got lost. He thinks he's on OF. It's a different that's a different it's a different platform. So we're gonna go back to movies. Pulp Fiction was good. Pulp Fiction was really good. Vladimir's in the right place. All right. I'm glad you're in the right place. But yeah, we're chatting movies here. And have you watched Brother Bear? I don't think I've watched Brother Bear. No. No, I haven't seen that one. What would be my favorite movie to see for the rest of my life? That's a tough one because, you know, movies kind of like are like we're coming into the holidays, so you're gonna have your like movie that you watch over the holidays. So like how about I think that's like a easier question to ask when you're like, what movie do you watch seasonally? So like what's your favorite holiday movie? What's your favorite Christmas movie? What's your favorite Thanksgiving movie? Like Trains, Planes, and Automobiles. Is that not a Thanksgiving movie? Elf is amazing. Yes, love Elf. That is one of the best, like, recent holiday movies. So funny. One that I like watching is The Griswold Family Christmas. The Never Ending Journey. I've heard the Never Ending Story, but not the Never Ending Journey. Yeah, I guess it's an easy question when you don't watch a lot of movies, but here we are. Yeah, Christmas Vacation. Good. You know what? I watched the Griswold Family Vacation like over and over again because it was a favorite of my family's growing up. So, you know, I got to see it as a kid and then I got to see it as a grown up and experience it in many different ways. You're only 20. I don't judge. You're only 20. That's okay. Enjoy being 20. It's great. But yeah, Neverending Story was amazing. I loved Neverending Story. We'll watch and rewatch that one as well. Yes, the youngest is 20. So there's no shame in being 20. It's nice because you get to learn all that stuff all over again. But yeah, Neverending Story was great. Loved that movie. It's Canadian too. Well, Canadian and German. Oh my God, you're having a son and April 4th? Congrats. Adam's 92. Adam, you got any advice, Adam, in your old agedness? In your advanced maturity? Any advice for parenting. Uh, like ask them questions. See what they like to do. Like, I don't think I was asked any questions until I was like, like 15 or 16, like it was just kids were, to be seen and not heard. So, and then I saw my buddy and he was talking to his like baby and he was asking his little baby, "What do you want to eat today?" Or "What do you want? Do you need any water or are you thirsty?" And he taught his son to do some sign language because babies can do like really simple sign language stuff before they can even talk. So I thought that was amazing that you can start this dialogue between you and your child before they can even talk. So asking them questions, seeing what their needs are, seeing what they want. Also, I would suggest, just explaining things to them, even if it looks like they might not understand. I think taking that time to sit with them and explain to them what's going on is very, very helpful. So, as a young baby, that would be my parenting advice, but like it's gonna evolve as you move through all the stages. But yeah, plans for Christmas, going to London, Ontario, gonna see some family, and then a lot of work. Doing a lot of work over the holidays. How about yours? What are your holiday plans? And I'll probably do a bunch of live streams. So if you want to watch, like and subscribe, and we'll roll back around. But we'll probably be watching a few movies. Um, my favorite holiday movies are, you know what? I really like A Nightmare Before Christmas because it's a great movie to watch that brings, yeah, Die Hard is good too. Great holiday movie. Great Christmas movie. But yeah, A Nightmare Before Christmas brings the Halloween and the Christmas enjoyment together. So, Home Alone, that's a fun movie too. That is a fun movie. Haven't watched that in a long time. Yeah, I think Macaulay Culkin and I are about the same age. So, um so I remember watching it when I was but a child. So I felt very like Macaulay Culkin and I were like in the same vibe. Like I remember feeling so sorry for him that he had to sleep in the attic and nobody cared and nobody cares about him. Poor kid. Yes, Vladimir, the young man. Here are some good suggestions for your holiday viewing. So, yeah, so that's, I feel like a lot of the holiday period is, watching stuff with your family, sitting down. Um, my stepmom, she loves the Gremlin holiday movie. Um, yes, I guess for his coming child as well. Ooh. So soon. The child is coming. Although by the time his child gets here, it'll be April. So he'll have to remember this for the next holiday season since it shan't be here yet. Um, what else? Oh, Dr. Zhivago. We still have to watch the second part of that. I think we like stopped watching at the intermission. Dr. Zhivago, like I think it might have been like, what was it, 3 years ago? So it's been a long intermission. I don't think we ever finished that movie though. We have to. That's a good holiday movie. So maybe we'll watch the second half of Dr. Zhivago. It is. It is an absolute masterpiece. And I used to watch it every year with my family. And my family, we're all movie buffs. But we also talk incessantly through the movie because we all have ADHD. And so, and it's okay because if you know everyone's going to talk throughout the movie, then that's fair. Also, everybody's seen the movie like 15 times. So usually we discuss the movie as it's happening. So that's one of the reasons why we watch things over and over and over. It is a very epic movie. Sicko. Have I seen Sicko? I don't think I have. What is one movie that I've seen? Oh, you know what? I did see the John Candy documentary that just came out. I Like Me. Really good. Very nostalgic. Very good. You saw Sicko? Was it amazing? Was it good? I don't remember it. Favorite Batman? Oh, well, that's tough. You know what? I think it might have been the Michelle Pfeiffer Batman. Was that Batman Returns? I think it was. That one was so good. Nonstop goodness. Like, I really like the 1987 one with the Joker. Nostalgia. Kim Basinger. Nostalgia. But the scenes are very long. I just rewatched. Now I have a low voice, Grandma. Settle down. Can't a girl have a morning voice? God. Anyway. Grandma's rude. Yeah, there's a lot of women out there with low voices. Settle down. Anyway, back to like normal thing. Yeah, I know it was a question. And you can also not ask that question. Because we're talking about movies here, not all that bullshit. Anyway. Back to my favorite Batman movie, Grandma. So, yeah, no, the Michelle Pfeiffer one, I think, was my favorite because, who is all in that movie? We had Danny DeVito. We had, Michelle Pfeiffer, obviously. Who's it? Christopher Walken. He was freaking amazing in that movie. And, I don't know. Yeah, I think that would be my favorite Batman movie. Like the one Heath Ledger was really good too, but you know, that was not as nostalgic. Anyway, yeah. So we were following up on some Colin Firth movies last night. And watching some Renee Zellweger movies. It was fun. It was fun, but not my favorite. I don't think I'd watch it again. I would watch the first Bridget Jones. I'd watch the first Bridget Jones again because that one's got a lot of nostalgia, but the new ones, not so much. California governor is doing a very good job, Grandma. You tell him, Adam. I'm not sure what that means, but go for it. Trump gave me hemorrhoids. That's unfortunate. I hear it's American Thanksgiving this weekend. So I hope you're all having a really good American Thanksgiving and eating lots of delicious food and, not letting the current climate get to you too much, but I'm sure that there's a lot of interesting chats around the Thanksgiving dinner table. Grandma said she is from California. I I missed it. I was thinking too much about Batman movies, which I very much enjoy a nice Batman movie. There's a lot of them. Poison Ivy and Arnold Schwarzenegger, that was hilarious. Like, yeah, a lot of poor turkeys. I haven't been to Cali in ages either. Yeah, this is not a good time for turkeys right now. It's not a good time for turkeys, but it's, a good time for watching some movies with your family. Um, that's usually the movies we watch when we get together. My dad likes to sit down and watch YouTube movies like he's like, okay, let's go sit on the couch, and then he like puts YouTube on, and then it's just a deluge of like all the YouTube movies, or not even movies. Like he'll watch shorts, and we'll just like be watching YouTube for like an hour, and I'm like, okay, all right, Dad. He's very into the YouTube. Works for me. So, but yeah, we'll watch Dr. Zhivago. We'll watch The Gremlins. And yeah, there's not a lot of Thanksgiving movies out there. So, I do enjoy Uncle Buck. If anybody remembers Uncle Buck, classic. What the people call you, like your name. I'm Alexandra. That is my name. Nice to meet you, Adam. And my husband in the comments, he's Keith. I like watching Lord of the Rings at Christmas. Oh my God, that's so true. We should watch it this Christmas. Let's all watch Lord of the Rings together this Christmas. We'll do a watch party or something. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Ooh, the long versions. Yes. I'm here for that. You know what? It's that time of year where everybody just gets together, they get cozy, they get on the couch, and like let's watch some Lord of the Rings. I think it's been long enough since I watched Lord of the Rings that it's time to have another watch party. So anyway, we've made our plans. We made our holiday plans. This weekend is Thanksgiving. So we're gonna be watching Trains, Planes, and Automobiles with John Candy and Steve Martin, I believe, is the other one. And so they're going to get together and have a terrible time because all the movies back then were people having a tough, tough day. And so we're going to watch that. And then what else? We might watch, yeah, Steve Martin. Thank you. We might maybe rewatch Uncle Buck because that was a fun movie. And that will be our American Thanksgiving weekend movie enjoyment, because we had a Colin Firth night last night. Oh, Martin Scorsese, he just makes movies. He doesn't need to recognize them. I enjoy movies. I enjoy a lot of them. Actually, I was on a podcast that's coming out next week. I'll have to like put it in the show notes somewhere. where I talk about movies that I watched with the podcast host, about like movies we watched as kids. So yeah, he should know about movies. Maybe he does. Maybe I'm speaking out of turn, but you know, I think we're all lovers of movies. I think we just love movies because it's a good way to enjoy the culture and the times that's around us, and especially during the holidays. That's definitely one way to get cozy. Oh, Smokey the Clown, welcome. Good to see you. Hi, King Lanky as well. Hi. He did say, yeah, Martin Scorsese did say Marvel movies are a disaster. Good to see you, Smokey the Clown. He did say Marvel movies are a disaster. You know, I enjoy Marvel movies. I think they have their place in the movie zeitgeist, but they are not the end all be all. It does seem, since the, I guess, success of the Marvel universe, that the reward for making a movie has gone up. So like people, like they make so much money that it's like they want your movie to make millions and millions and millions of dollars. So it's like it's tougher to get small movies out, is what I'm saying. It's tougher to get more art house movies, um just more experimental movies out that might not make a lot of money. So in that way, I do agree with Martin Scorsese that they are a disaster, but I don't think that the actual movie is a disaster. I think for the industry, um, that it's been very difficult to like get your movies financed because of that. Callan Rowan is very passionate about learning. Hi, Callan Rowan. Thanks for the question and the answer there. Definitely good on the middle school English test. I came up before Chat GPT, so I'm pretty good around reading comprehension. As far as spelling, I'm not great. What are you gonna do? We'll do our best here. We're all doing our best on this Friday morning. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up in about a minute because we've been on for 30 minutes and just chatting about movies and other things. I hope everybody who is having, their Black Friday has a good Friday, and their Thanksgiving weekend has a good Thanksgiving weekend. Enjoy the holiday. And yeah, please subscribe, and we can talk about movies and other stuff as it comes up. So welcome to the Culture Junkie Zone, and we hope to see you again soon. All right, have a good weekend. Bye, friends.